The relevance of this question will be shown
I
clearly in the
understand
next
the relevance
frame.
of the question. I'm not stupid. I see what you're going for.
I don't know what he's going for.
I don't think this question's for Nova, to be honest with you. I think, you know, she has not been established as an
I want to
expert in
stay,
pursuits in high
but
speed,
I need to eat. What am I supposed? I might just stay because I'm having fun.
in crash test dummies and cars going over 100 miles an hour. Like I've got no reason to allow Nova to answer this question. So no, I'm gonna sustain that objection, and we're gonna move on to a different question.
Yes, Your Honor. So, just to confirm, Officer Nova, did the Komoda car flip upside down on Del Perro freeway after a jump?
It either
She has answered it
upside down or it was on its side.
But she said turtled, so I don't want to.
It was immobilized. It might have just been immobilized. I'm not too sure.
Good point, Evans. Right. Good point, dude.
And did you yourself ever flip your own car while driving at high speeds?
Objection. Relevance?
The relevance of this question will be explained in the next one.
So you're basically asking for latitude to continue here. Here's my question: are we trying to establish that Nova's has washed as
No, Your Honor. It's not about abilities of Officer Nova. It's about just to clarify, considering that Assistant Chief Dark was not involved in any chase in this situation. Officer Nova is the only person that participated that can testify today about the chase. She was involved. She testified about high speeds, and the crash was also mentioned at high speeds. So now we're trying to establish a normal person reaction to a crash at high speeds.
Your Honor, the only charge that this I could see be the discussion or line of questioning could be relevant to is Harper's charge for reckless evading, which has already been established in numerous different prongs. I don't see how this is relevant to any of the major other charges that Mr. Jackson and Mr. Harper are being given.
Yeah, okay. So
I love Grace.
I am not going to infringe on the defendant's rights to question the evidence being put forward and to put forward their own narrative here during cross-examination. That's absolutely an entitled part of what happens here. So whether or not you think you've already got that or whatnot, I just, okay. I'm going to overrule the objection. I'm going to have the question answered. And I'm going to give you this latitude of this one question to get where you're going, Mr. Thomas. But, like, get there, okay? Because I'm going to be honest, it's getting a little bit laborious.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure where you're going yet, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. There's only a handful of questions left.
You are getting this one question to, like, get you where you're going. But, like, you know, my latitude is going to get shorter as we proceed here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I have the question again, please?
Yes. Did you ever flip your own car upside down while driving at high speeds?
I drive a fucking Taurus, so it's a possibility. I do not recall, though. I was able to stay on him, and that's all I can remember.
Adams, put it on the record. Nova's washed.
Can I get a certified copy of that record, please, sent to the...
I'll take it.
And
send it to Miss Carlson.
And how did you feel after such a crash shortly time afterwards? And I'm not talking about feelings of pride or anything like that. About injured
full of
pride
adrenaline.
Like
full of adrenaline.
Can you clarify?
High-speed pursuits, chasing potentially violent felons, full of energy, you know, on edge.
I think they're going to argue the
I'm asking about after the crash.
Yeah, you're full of adrenaline.
Not the answer he wanted. This is the thing. Some of the
She's
answers.
answered
Some
your
of the,
question, Mr. Thomas. If it's not the answer you want, she still answered it.
oh, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. So after the Komoda crash,
What's this idiot doing with a fucking mask on?
did Carrie Jackson follow all orders from officers?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Did he cause any trouble?
No.
There's nothing he's
Why is
arguing
there
there.
someone cuffed in the?
And
Is he not cuffed?
I don't think his hands is behind his back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's endless.
you mentioned, can you clarify what you heard from Mr. Jackson after he surrendered to officers?
He was mentioning that, oh, I can't believe this dumb fuck would ring me and give my position away. He was generally very upset that his friend, quote unquote, had called him, giving his position away. Yeah, that was the premise of the conversation. Word for word, I cannot recall every single word said, but that was the premise of what he said.
Did you ever have problems with controlling what you say after a car accident, Officer Nova?
Objection.
Objection.
Relevance?
And oh, never mind. Yeah, irrelevant. I was gonna say
And
fan.
scope. Objection. Relevance and scope.
Your Honor, I believe that with the previous 2 questions that were not asked too long ago, we've already moved a little bit into the territory of a general person's reaction to a high-speed crash. And that
This
what
is
that reaction may cause.
ridiculous, dude.
Now we're asking about the what some of those consequences might be.
I
Your
don't
Honor-
think you're doing that at all, Mr. Thomas. I think what you're doing is you're asking specifically about Officer Nova's reaction to crashes, not the general person at all. And if you wanted to ask questions, no, if you wanted to ask questions about the general person, I think you should have maybe thought about that. So no, I think my scope has hit its boiling point here, and I'm going.
Isn't
to
there like an
sustain
objection for like the
objection
layman or
relevance and we're gonna move
something?
on.
Objection.
Officer Nova, were you the one that charged Mr. Jackson with accomplice to felony possession with intent to distribute?
I believe collectively
For
as a
the-
prosecution.
All right, and just to confirm, we're talking about the charge for this court case. Would the answer change?
For this particular one, yes, collectively we charged him.
All right. What is the basis of the charge of the felony possession with intent to distribute for Mr. Jackson here?
Because he was accomplice present at the time. He has prior history with Estrella Kush. He owns keys to his house. It was evident that he could have surrendered at the time, but choose not to and stay in the car, only revealing his position after a phone call came in, and his utterances afterwards of getting out the car of, oh, hey, I'm probably donezo here. I can't believe this idiot rang me. Does that clarify?
Okay.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
What was said? What did you say, Kyrie?
All right. So just to be further clarify, Officer Nova, what is the intent to distribute part of the felony possession with intent to distribute charge you pushed on Mr. Jackson?
I'm not even just.
Accomplice.
No, I'm asking what is the reason for the discharge, specifically in terms of the intent to distribute.
Because it is a
From
box
the
label
charge.
for distribution. Jay Harper was in possession of a delivery list. Raids were conducted on his properties to which Mr. Kyrie Jackson had keys to, which is an evident the fact they were working together and the fact of his prior history.
All right. Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
You've covered everything that I wanted to.
Your Honor, the bit of information you asked me to enter into the court record has been entered and has been noted on a certificate of achievement for reference.
Your Honor, I would like to motion
Fantastic.
that a certificate of achievement be registered for Norman Adams for being able to achieve his lifelong ambition of being a halfling warlock.
Jesus
What do you have with
Christ.
fucking halflings?
I'm not gonna write a certificate to myself.
I can get you one.
My whole plan is
Motion for my wife to do it, Your Honor.
until they mention why he's getting free time.
Your wife's her own person. She can do whatever she wishes.
Yeah.
Your Honor, the people would like to move to
Yeah.
add evidence mid-trial People's F, the certificate of achievement, please.
It's already on the court record, Counselor.
Thank you, Your
May I
Honor.
get a closer look, please?
I wanted it as evidence.
Thank you.
Oh. Can I take this achievement home with me?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll give you.
Oh, I have
In
it.
fact- in fact-
I'm gonna frame
fact,
it.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna,
make it-
hang
I'm
it
gonna
above
make
her
it
bed.
an actual court order that it is hung in a position of prominence in your home for at least 6 weeks.
Well, we've
Oh,
never
don't
seen
you
one
have
of
a-
those
a
before,
buffer
huh,
bed?
Jay?
It's been lovely knowing you all, you guys.
You should put it in,
Sorry, what did you say, Mr. Dark?
You've probably never seen a
I'm
certificate of
gonna change
achievement
her
before,
badge
huh?
picture to this.
I'm sorry, what is that? What do you mean by that?
Your Honor,
Are
the
you
defense would like
insulting- are you
to just
insulting the
mention
defendants?
that we don't have any more questions for Officer Nova at this time.
Okay, then we're gonna go over to the prosecution and see if they have any redirect, anything that needs clearing up. Of course they do.
wouldn't take that, Jay, honestly.
Officer Nova, how long have you been involved with law enforcement in regards to narcotics?
Nearly 2 years.
Oh.
And how often have you encountered illegal storage of marijuana?
In terms of cases, I'd probably say I'm above like 40 to 50 cases now. In terms of actually, in terms of actual drug dealing with drugs on a daily basis.
And how often are those cases extremely similar?
Nearly all the time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That it?
Go up there if you want.
No, I'm good.
Anything else?
Nothing
No,
on nothing
prosecution's good.
further.
Okay. You may step down. Thank you for your time, Nova.
Wait, haven't they got no witnesses? I don't think they have any
I
witnesses.
didn't prepare anything.
No one's been called for redirect.
Nova, you can go
I
over
think
everywhere.
that completes the prosecution's witness list.
Yes, we would just like to go over some evidence.
You want to do it now, or do you want to do it during closings?
For expediency of the court, we'll go over closings so I can begin.
Maya, to be
That's
fair,
okay.
I do have a witness.
Don't want to
Absolutely.
rehab.
Okay.
Pretty sure they have no
So we're going to
witnesses.
proceed over to the defense.
Your
I'm
Honor,
going to
can we
give you.
get a
I'm
brief-
literally going to offer you a 5-minute if you want it right now.
Yes, please.
Okay. Go stretch your legs, have a pee, do the things you need
Yep.
to do. 5-minute recess. Back at 5 to the hour.
All right.
God damn.
Objection.
No shirt, no.
This is
service
going
pay.
great, guys.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
going
think it's
pretty well. So far, they've offered no defense as to
Uh-huh.
any of the charges other than wish-wash claims of lack of
It
reasonable
was
suspicion of probable
dark.
cause.
Uh-huh.
It was dark. That was pretty
No,
bad.
you're
I'd have
dark.
just gone with the excuse
Yeah,
that
exactly.
balls.
They've offered no defense, no explanation of the products in question.
Nope.
They have provided no defense for the accusations of the prosecution. The
Well,
scale.
we'll see if
in
they're gonna
which-
go on the stand.
If they go on the stand, the fact. If it goes on the stand, it's fucked.
Yeah.
They've
no,
got zero
they-
witnesses, right?
I'm not going
They don't need to add the
defendants.
defendants. That's like.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
and-
Okay.
If one of
And
these
if they
two
try to
guys-
add any witnesses
Like,
from
I'm
this
sure
point, I'm
somebody
going
will
to
take it
object
if you-
to hell with it
give them
because they
something to
could have
do.
They
added
can
it.
only
in,
do, they can choose them to like you
Yep.
don't need to have suspects.
and then it
on
set
the
you
list.
guys for recall. So,
Yep.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
alrighty.
It's for the
Alright,
teenage
chat.
billionaire.
What the fuck is this?
Just look at him.
Chat, I'll be back in a sec.
I think he's
I'm
real big
gonna go get myself a drink of water.
So,
Okay, let's
we can
just.
show him.
Hey, Holden, you get to shout at somebody to go get changed.
I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up. What was this?
Hayes, you've never looked worse.
That is.
Oh, there's no shirt. What the fuck?
You're an onion stealer. Onion stealer. Corrupt.
Another comment, and I'm gonna take Cap's court case.
Oh.
Fuck you.
He's your lawyer. The man's just doing his due diligence.
Can I have something on the record? Just, I don't care. My wife says I'm not a complete bottom. I want it noted.
We're in a recess. You can't put it on the record unless you cast
So
them.
you're a top when you're told to be a top, which makes you the ultimate bottom?
Your Honor, I want to add something on the record. Fuck Kyle Pred. He promised me he'd be awake, and he's not awake. I hate him.
Does anyone know if Pred is alive?
I
Yeah, he
saw
was
him
Yeah, he was
yesterday.
awake today.
No
good.
way.
Yeah. He came to others yesterday.
2 days in a row?
Yep.
Damn.
He's on the roll, and then we won't see him for another 4 years.
But I'll see you.
Was I know you need me to email Kyle Pratt and tell him you hate his fucking guts?
Hey, Fred.
You tell him that he said for me to be around, and he's now not around.
I don't hate Fred. He's very nice to me.
I hate him. Just say Nova says, fuck you.
He's Grayson is not a fucking phone.
Yeah. Kyle Fred not lost it, no? Are we at the point now where he's got to lose his friends in open court?
What are we laughing about? What have I missed?
Nothing.
This is what I have to deal with now.
Liz.
And this is all your fault, Adam.
No.
Why do you
I was
always
just...
call him Adam instead of
You ain't-
Adams?
Your silly little spells that you've been
Nova,
doing.
I was just following orders.
Oh my god! We've already found out he's possessed by a demon.
we gotta be in here. Recess.
No. Wait, are
Recess
you
is
referring-
over.
You're referring to Judge Grayson as a demon?
Wait,
No, you.
Your Honor, can we have glass outside?
15 seconds, Your Honor, apparently.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we have glass outside?
No.
Oh. The
Where are my
aircon
court
in here is
issued-
quite nice.
Where
You are
issued juice
giving me
boxes?
PTSD right now, Sam. Please don't.
Wait, what?
No. No.
We're not going to have a serious criminal case
Remember when
outside.
remember when Mike Block wanted to have class outside? Remember how that went?
I don't. Fuck that guy.
I miss Murphy Braun.
The last time I saw that guy, he
No
said
one's ever
Samantha.
said that ever.
Yeah.
I do actually miss Murphy. I actually like him. He was ballsy.
Question
No.
is, did he like you?
No, the
No, he
last time
didn't.
I
He
saw that.
hated me.
No, but the last time
But
I
I
saw that
liked
man.
him, and all I wanted was just his appreciation.
I'm back.
I heard that he didn't hate you, but it was drug trafficking cases in general that he didn't care for.
I just wanted to
That's
be his
fair.
friend.
In all fairness, my wife can very. I'm not. No. I love
You
you.
say you want to?
called me a
Do you want to
bitch.
go drinking with Braun?
Yes. Isn't he ICU or something? Someone said.
No, it isn't
Apparently he's
Parsons.
lost his memory.
Oh
Now's the
my
best
God.
time to take him for a drink.
Can we adopt Murphy?
Hi, Beans.
People who adopted their adults in San Andreas are cringe.
Are you saying?
Yeah, I
Murphy
have
should
5
call
kids. Thank you very
mommy?
much.
I have one. I have
No,
one.
I'm daddy.
Beans, come here. Objection. Say objection. Beans. You don't want to object. Bastard.
Well and lovely talking about animals, but I'm facing a very big penalty here. So could we please
Yes,
stop?
can we get serious?
Objection.
Yeah, and you're.
I'm waiting for-
co-defendant
This is
as
my
well.
life we're talking about, okay, guys?
Oh.
Who asked?
Are we escalating this up to a death penalty case? Are you
No,
authorizing
we're not.
this?
Jay, shut up.
Your Honor, the people's fine to move this over, even though we
Wait.
can't use the 9th Amendment anymore.
Chat, the only
I mean, you
snack
just
I
said
could
his life was
find
on the line. That sounded like
I'm
consent.
gonna need 3 bacon
is a
sandwiches
packet
after
of
this, some sausages,
sweet
some
and salty
eggs.
Alright, good luck getting
popcorn that ran
I
out
hate you.
What? Did I just get a death threat by a judge?
No, I believe
in
you said
March
your own.
of
You offered
2022.
your life. You said my life is on the line, and I asked if that was consent.
Go take what you
people
can get.
consider years of their life.
That's good
Carlson,
though.
are you a
know?
brat?
These are like my prime years.
Want to find out?
I
I'm gonna do,
popcorn.
the next time you go out for a meal, I'm gonna find something that you hate, and I'm gonna place it under what you want to eat.
I mean, look at
Then when
fucking.
you
I
eat it,
didn't
see
know
if you
there
eat
were
it.
onions under your fucking steak.
We're
You
gonna see
ordered
if you
it.
like.
You
see if you
ordered
fucking
the
like it.
steak.
I had to suffer through
I
that.
did not tell you
I
to eat
suffered.
the fucking steak.
It is a really nice suit.
I could make a
Fucking
sandwich.
up, Maya. You're not getting hired at the PD.
I don't want my job back.
Blood is back in session.
Can I hit the hammer?
That's oof.
Your Honor, that was nasty and uncalled for.
That oof. That was oof.
Yeah, you know what
That was very
fucked up.
oof.
What happened?
Okay. Richard, would you like to step forward and offer Maya her job back?
No, I know.
Your Honor, I suggest you keep your nose out of PD's business.
Uh-huh.
Was that a threat, Mr. Dark?
What the hell, dog?
That sounded very contemptish, didn't it?
It really did.
You listen, you can do it's your courtroom, Your Honor.
It is my courtroom, Richard.
Speaking with his mouth full.
That's my ass, Chief.
Here I am. I call court back into session, and this man with his mouth full is mumbling threats in a pink suit at me.
He does look dashing though.
It looks
I
great.
rescinded my comment about the suit, by the way.
That's so good.
Look, all I'm going to say is,
Ass Chief
He
on
looked-
top.
why does the assistant chief of police look like a Bond villain?
Good question, Your Honor.
So can you stop spraying food everywhere if you could, thank you.
I see it.
I'm literally catching blowback here.
That's alright. It's not the first
Can
time.
I have some?
Why are you showed up in jeans?
Team, you're the fucking best.
Okay, we're back in session. And defense, you're up. What are we doing?
Defense rests. Defense rests. Defense rests. Defense rests.
Ain't no way that's it.
Masks off in the courtroom.
I'm so
Your
sorry.
Honor,
Where did? Yeah, go ahead, Nolan. Sorry.
we only have, or at least I want to just point out a few pieces of evidence, but we won't be recalling any of the witnesses.
I think you should stop.
You're not recalling any witnesses. Are the defendants themselves wishing to speak?
Come on. Do it.
Are they wanting
you
to be
wanna
called as
talk and
witnesses?
kinda fuck
Are
yourselves
they
even
waiving their Fifth
more?
Amendment rights? What's
Or
happening?
do you wanna
Or are we
just
just
let
going
the
purely
PD
with
cook?
evidence?
Ain't no way, dog. He's doing it.
I will
It
not
is-
testify, Your Honor.
It is very
Okay,
much.
that is your
yes,
right.
If you talk, we're fucked. Okay.
Sir, I do not wish to talk.
And that is your right as well, sir. Okay.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
do you wish to go over evidence now before we go into closing statements?
I just wanted to point out a few things, Your Honor. It will take.
I am absolutely
probably
willing to deal with it any which way you want to do. If you want to give it now outside of your closing statement, I'm willing to hear it. So, if you want to step forward and point out your evidence, let's go.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's weird to hear it from, like, I guess I've never really thought about this, but putting out evidence from defense must be difficult.
Right. Defense would like to just quickly highlight a few things from the evidence. First, from People's A, which will be the police report 80229.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to highlight the date of the incident and then the exact type of drugs found on defendant Kyrie Jackson.
Doesn't matter.
Is he going into
Second, from People's B, which will be police report
He's like, it's was a while before,
280.
but it was still 60 days, doesn't count. And then he wants to say.
I would
that
just
it was
simply like to
drugs,
highlight the
doesn't
date
count.
of the incident
He wants to
marked in
say
the
that
report.
the first incident was a long time before the last
And
incident.
that's all.
But it
Okay.
was still within the 60
Those
days, so
have
it
both
doesn't
been
matter.
noted down.
And he
Thank
wants to
you.
say that it's different
Councilor Mahmood,
drugs.
do you want to go over any evidence
instead of
before we
what's found
proceed to
in
closing
the-
statements?
Nah, not really, Your Honor.
Basically say that they're
I'm ready to close in.
It was nice knowing you.
As always, Councilor Mahmood, you have come well prepared.
Thank you.
Okay. Then are we ready to proceed with closing statements? And I obviously need you guys to formally rest.
Yeah, defense. Yeah, Nolan. Yeah, the
Whoop.
defense rests, Your Honor.
Aye. Okay, closing statements.
Wait, what? What?
I think I'm just gonna wing it, Your Honor, and then if anyone else has to add anything, this court has been in session now for a long time, so.
What is happening?
We've been in session for about an hour and a half.
Your Honor, we don't have any
Jesus Christ,
Adderall.
You are washed. Okay, when you're ready, floor's yours.
I mean, you want 15 minutes for closing? I'll do it. Does the defense want 15 minutes?
Can you are you promising you can give me 15 minutes? Because I will time you, and if you can't, I will send you to jail.
I've got 15 minutes. I can wrap up.
I don't
a
need
closing
15
easy.
minutes.
He's
Just
asking
just
if you
hit me
can
with your
last.
best. I don't need all the waffle.
So you want me to? What about the defense? Are they ready?
I mean, I don't need them to be ready. They're gonna have all the time you're talking to get ready.
All right. Okay.
Or call them
All right.
during when
Today, Your Honor, and people of the court, today you have heard evidence and testimony highlighting the blatant drug trafficking of not only Jay Harper and Kyrie Jackson. You have 3 provable instances logged in evidence that do dictate the 3 prongs of trafficking that are within the 60-day statute of the instances. You also have the defense pleading the 5th. Okay, now that is not an indirect form of guilt, but they have, guess what, provided no defense as to the ownership, the distribution, the meth tables, the cocaine, the marijuana seeds, no defense to the distribution charge itself. No
Well, that's
defense has been
Remington.
given to go ahead with the
So many masks in this courtroom,
in accordance with the
Grayson.
charges. The prosecution sees fit that the statute has been met for drug trafficking on all these instances. And because their personal vehicles was used, no argument has been made for the defense of said vehicles either. The defense has not even contested the use of the vehicles or the properties in question. The prongs have been satisfactorily met, with scales being found in Jay Harper's house, cocaine as well as meth, in the fact of being distributing marijuana in the same instant as well. In the order of Kyrie Jackson, again, 3 different instances within 60 days, the defense has provided no defense for it. The prosecution finds that all these instances do stack to the statute of limitations, and because no defense was levied to Gay apart from, oh, well, it was dark, I do feel that the full amount should be pressed against the defendants, as no adequate defense was given to the charges pressed today. Thank you, Your Honor.
Objection.
Oh, we're doing that? Okay.
We can.
Sorry, did you say something, Mr.
Just to finalize the highlighting of evidence, I would like to highlight in report 80.
What'd you say?
Chair.
80229, Your Honor. I would like to highlight the picture of Mr. Kyrie Jackson's profile that was highlighted in the day that shows he owns keys
What'd you
to.
We can
Mr.
object
J. Harper's
during
property,
opening or
and I would
closings.
also like to
It
highlight
is bad form to
the
do so.
specific
The only time that you really do
incident
so is when they're
80229
trying
strain
to,
of marijuana.
when they're trying to
Estrella Kush.
pander to a jury, but we don't usually do jury trials in San Andreas. And if they're absolutely
I believe it
like
was
misstating evidence, if they're like this evidence proves that they
81280,
didn't
in
have
which
a gun
the
and they would only
strain
use
was
blah, blah,
also Estrella Kush.
it's really bad form to do so.
And that should be noted for you guys. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm in a bad form kind of mood. He objected, Nova.
Nolan, Maya, we'll go moving over to you for closing statements. Who's going first?
I'm not risking
I'm
car
gonna
license.
go first. Your Honor, people of the court, we spoke at great length about Kyrie Jackson.
Stop power
but guess
gaming me,
who everyone
guys.
forgot about Jay Harper. The prosecution has shown no pattern of drug distribution or felony possession of controlled dangerous substances demonstrable through 3 or more provable instances for my client Jay Harper. They show nothing. They spoke at great length about Kyrie and his provable instances, but nothing about Jay Harper. This is his first drug distribution arrest. This is his first felony possession of controlled dangerous substance arrest. There are no 3 or more provable instances. It simply doesn't exist. Your Honor, Your Honor, you must find Jay Harper not guilty on all counts. They simply have not proven the case here that proves that Jay Harper is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Thanks. Thank you.
That guy in a prison outfit.
Whoa, come on!
Great! Mr. Thomas, the floor is yours.
Free my mans.
Put him in jail.
I love
So they're mandem then, huh?
No one was rooting for the cops.
Let's talk about what really happened during the incident on 7th of June 2023 that we are presented with today. Mr. Jackson was peacefully standing next to his Komoda car, relaxing during the night. Suddenly, multiple police cars pulled up to him and Mr. Harper, lights and sirens on. All based on the complete assumptions by officers and Officer Nova that there were actually drugs in boxes Mr. Harper was handling. Just an assumption. We can imagine that fight or flight reaction kicks in.
Oh my god.
Mr. Harper was not the exception to this. He jumped in the Komoda car and let his instinct take over. We heard from Officer Nova that testified about how dangerous the subsequent chase was. We can imagine that any reasonable person not wanting to get hurt would definitely not try and use the car
god.
fleeing in such a way. To put it simply,
you could just
Mr. Jackson
shout
couldn't leave,
or have your hands
no
up.
matter how much he would want to.
Enough,
Shortly afterwards, the Komoda car flipped upside down on Del Perro freeway after being thrown off a bridge at high speeds. You can
Oh,
only
the fucking
imagine just
milligram
how
experiments.
confused and concussed Mr. Kyrie Jackson was
Not to sound very
after the car
macabre, but that's
crashed
my
and the
favorite.
vehicle flipped upside down. And his behavior confirms that. He stayed in the car. He didn't flee. He listened to the officers. He caused no trouble. Once again bringing up the testimony of Officer Nova today, we can easily imagine why Mr. Jackson said a few things right after being arrested. It was things that didn't make sense, things that were a consequence of the control over the
What?
speech of Mr. Jackson,
What?
by the confusion and concussion after the car crash.
What?
Objection, Your Honor. Facts not in evidence. Nothing
Dark.
stated that the client had any type of concussion. No medical reports. No medical examiner. Nothing.
Taught him how to object to closings. I shouldn't have taught.
Okay, Doc, I'm gonna give you the talk I give every lawyer in my courthouse.
Here we go.
Closing statements. Not the time for objections. It's just rude. You never struck me as a rude man.
I'm rude when the opposition is rude, Your Honor.
Richard, this is his courtroom, sir. Okay.
I'm gonna allow Mr. Nolan to continue his closing statement. I'm gonna overrule your objection, and I'm gonna ask you please to just allow it to continue. I understand. I can see the objections. I see them as they're happening, and I weigh things accordingly. This is just purely a matter of decorum at this point.
So rude.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Assistant Chief,
You shut up, Doc.
let me put this to you in a very British way.
Okay.
Rein at the fuck in. Rein at the fuck in.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
I'm American. I don't understand.
And later, when Mr. Jackson was raided, nothing of much consequence.
I told you I was
found.
gonna do it.
Nothing that would connect him to felony and/or trafficking amounts and/or forms of marijuana.
Okay.
You can summarize everything I just said with a thing I
Yes, I will
mentioned in the
show up
opening.
in like 8 hours.
Mr. Jackson was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Honey, this isn't. I'm
Even
not
when
asking
we
you, I'm
look
telling
into
you.
the past of Mr. Jackson,
Bring the cat as
this
well.
message is reinforced.
Maybe we'll cook the cat.
The only two prior felony
will
possession with
get
intent to
contempt and
distribute
shoot you
charges
in this
Mr.
court.
Jackson has on his
We could
record
just- we
were
could
from
just
over
shave
a
it,
month
okay?
You know
prior,
what? I'll even go in for
with
first
the
degree
oldest
murder.
one approaching 2 months.
What if we shave it just a bit?
More than
Do you
enough
I
time
make
will
your cat
for a
walk?
person to completely change their ways for the better.
Throw you off the courthouse.
Additionally,
Can you
the
imagine it
instant from
looking at you going,
the
"Help me, help me"?
We do it
17th
again.
of April 2023 was
Again?
centered around meth, not marijuana.
Well, no, it's very thick.
There
Is
also
this
no
argument gonna
evidence
work?
that what
Different
the
drugs? Is
defense
that gonna
and
work?
prosecution mentioned,
And shaving.
the
What
shared
the
key
fuck are
to
those two
Jay
on
Harper's
about?
house at the time. We have no evidence that would suggest that the property in question at the time actually belonged to Mr. Harper. There is no photos, there is no testimony, simply nothing, just an assumption yet again.
A raid warrant.
And finally, we can safely discard the incident from the 27th of April 2023. Mr. Carey Jackson is not mentioned even once in the police report connected to it. Not in the body of the report, not in any of the statements, not even in any of the pieces of evidence in the evidence section.
Ooh.
This is
Nothing.
how bad lawyers work, and they have to like scrape at the bottom of
It is
the
also
barrel
worth
to
noting that
reference
Mr. Jackson
everything
has
he's
also
done.
never been
Oh
charged
my
with drug
God.
trafficking in the past. He stayed far away from things like that. We kindly ask the courts to carefully consider everything we mentioned and make the right call. Mr. Jackson's freedom, both physical and financial, is on the line here. Finally, if the courts decide
Harper
that
has a warrant,
the
by the way.
circumstances of this case are not
Wait, he
in
does?
favor of Mr. Jackson,
I don't know what it's for. I'm just on his
we
profile. It
beg
says wanted.
for consideration of sentence and fine recommended by the prosecution for him, bringing it to the mandatory minimum for the first instance of drug trafficking, as well as further reconsideration of prosecution's requested seizure of the Komoda car that Mr. Jackson owns. Thank you.
And the house. And the house.
Okay, I'm gonna go and deliberate. I will be back with the verdict forthwith. While I am out of the courthouse, Gatsby, you can run the courthouse.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just before
Just before
Why?
Because I said
That's so British, dude. That was such a British thing.
Oh, sorry.
No, that doesn't fucking
What do you mean? That's what you thought? My house.
Just say it.
That was great.
do this episode.
I feel
Oh,
bad
that's
that I
it?
taught you how to object during closings, but now I need to teach you more court things so that you could be
Well,
a
I think
petty.
this was a success.
I would
think
agree.
this was a mind-blowing
Is that
success.
straight
They
after
provided no
or-
defense.
Gatsby, you look hot.
Thank you.
Aye,
Oi, oi! Yeah, she's fuming now.
Excuse me.
Got a Glock on her.
Hey, Liz.
I'm about
Hey.
Oh my
Who's that?
god.
I only caught the end.
No.
They
madam.
tried to say that because we didn't call you
Who
as
are
a
you
witness,
speaking with?
your testimony should be.
You,
struck.
madam?
We did try to request you as a witness.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Can we do a mock
That's
trial
so-
while we wait?
I don't think we've
You
met.
I
can.
was a witness.
Okay,
and you told
come
me
back.
to
Stop
get
pushing me into Nova.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you
Stop pushing me into Nova.
Okay.
Man, you're
What's
my
that?
lawyer.
We've met.
Huh?
I don't think we've
What did you say, Samantha?
Probably not.
Liz was pushing me into you.
Hi, Alexandra Carlson, officer in her
I,
wife.
I, yes, you're the
okay.
focus enforcer. I'm a naughty
Hello.
boy.
What the fuck?
Someone
I'm the one
disguises me.
that ran the place
What the
for
fuck
this
have I just heard there?
and caused a
all?
whole bunch of stir.
This is not an ERP trial.
What the fuck? What the fuck have I just listened to there? Matt, you can be the focus enforcer. I am a naughty, naughty boy. yeah,
You want
Matt.
an ERP trial? Get it.
Matt, that's all you, mate.
See, I
That's all
thought
you.
this was an A-B conversation, and then like I noticed he was just shouting it to everyone.
Matt,
Oh
that's
no,
all you,
no, no!
mate.
I was shouting it so everyone could hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt, you're the
well-
lawyer, mate.
You're the lawyer, man.
Who?
Make sure he's not a naughty, naughty boy.
Okay, who are we suing? James Balding?
Whoa!
Can't recover that, bro.
Trial is dismissed.
I hope you get multiple years in jail, by the way.
Trial dismissed.
Yeah, same.
It's a mistrial.
Mistrial.
Oh, if you don't get the
You are you're a cold-hearted killer, bro. I can't believe they didn't catch you for that. To be honest, you deserve at least 20 years. To be honest, in my opinion.
But all your boys are ass shakes, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's probably for the best.
Baiting me out, bro. Cold-hearted killer, yeah? Back what, bro?
The thing is, yeah, what are you actually arguing here? Because you've done the crime, and I think everyone in this room knows that.
I haven't, though.
You fucking heard that.
Have you never seen
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah, they
They're
said
such idiots, man.
you've done the crime and everyone here knows that.
I wasn't arguing, man. Mom's life, I didn't even know that was happening. I
Your
wasn't
lawyer
gonna
was
do
like,
that,
yeah,
bro.
you're concussed.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the lawyer was
they could
concussed,
go
mate.
into McGill all they want now.
to, like,
It's not
argue it.
mental
No,
break.
man, because I wasn't told about any of that.
They
bro.
should. They should keep their mouth shut.
That bit at the end.
You hadn't even got.
Did he really say in his
I get
closing
signed the
that
MDMR, bro.
Jay wasn't mentioned in the report?
I think so,
Mention
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, bro. You men are fucked.
I'll be honest. I kind of zoned out and started like browsing on my phone.
Yeah, I was zoned out.
Nah.
He's probably checking the 3 instances within 60 days.
I think so, yeah. I think it was went bad.
It was in scope when the
Oh,
thing
by the way, chat, NNS, the god, Dev,
Well, even then it
just
was,
said opening a garage should be 5 to 10 times faster next restart. And it takes him less than a second when he's testing it. Pog. QOL change? Pog.
No, don't. No, shut up. She got it back after she was basically she was dealing cocaine. Then yeah, I think.
No, go ahead, shout that Denzel.
We're gonna throw the trial, okay? We're gonna accuse their lawyer of dealing. We're gonna accuse their lawyer.
Why do so many of them wear masks? What's that about?
Because that's half their
Yeah,
personality.
I heard that
Clark.
one of the lawyers here nearly lost their
they're
bar
ugly.
license.
I didn't
for
want to
dealing
say
with
it,
some
but
Colombians or something.
Yeah.
that true?
No, it was one of the two over there. They were actually, bro. I'm pretty sure they got caught like in some back alley behind Bahama Mamas doing a bunch of coke. I can't believe they're still allowed to fucking do lawyering shit. to be
Hey,
honest.
can I do defamation of character?
Well,
if
one,
they
you're
sell
public
drugs,
figure,
if they
so
sell
it's gonna be
drugs.
hard to prove. Too, it's them bullshitting, and that's we could, but it's not gonna go anywhere.
She's being caught selling drugs, and it's that everybody knows, bro. It's on paper. As a police officer as well.
When was she caught selling drugs?
They're talking
They're,
about
they're really gonna go down that line.
Yeah.
Are really they're gonna go down selling the same drug that he was dealing. Does he want to be an accomplice to it?
How does he know about it?
Yeah, how does he know about it? Yeah.
Oh, Jay, it's a long day, bro. It's done now, bro.
Well, considering it's posted publicly on the docket now.
Yep. Most certainly is.
But most people don't read the docket. So
Oh, I can guarantee you, he's probably read it. Which makes you think, is he around? He is.
So do you think you could just
Who's it, Columbia?
speedrun crime?
No pigeon.
Oh yeah, he's around pretty much every day. Funny enough, he was like the second person I ever talked to when I moved
Hear
to
me
Los
out.
Santos.
New character, day one. Open the docket. Read every case that's ever been with all the evidence. You'd know every single crime that occurs in the city. And then you speedrun. All I'm saying is, I know how to speedrun roleplay. And you guys don't.
Charges
Well,
$5,000 to clean
So I'm
the
wondering if
courtroom.
we found Mandem's meth table.
Matt, to be
That's
fair,
what I'm
you
beginning
can't
to think
afford that.
maybe. It's possible.
I mean, Skydog Pot was, found in the Mandem block. So it's beginning to make sense now.
You think they only have one?
No, they have 4 meth tables.
How much do you think they cost to put together?
All that stuff together, nearly $1 million.
Goodbye.
Jesus Christ.
Raw value of everything.
You think with all the music though?
Mr. Denzel, what toppings you like on your pizza?
Right?
No, I
Do
got in
you
trouble
swear to
last
tell
time.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under pains and penalties of perjury, which include maiming and death and endless ridicule from your friends?
I'll tell the truth,
So
yeah,
help
absolutely.
ya, Buddha.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Oh.
he's
Read all the
under-
cases to know what to do, what not to do.
Oh,
True.
Now you can ask him questions. He has to tell the truth.
Okay, Mr. Denzel, hold on here.
You know how you ask for help? There's nobody here now, bro.
You were doing, what are you doing tomorrow night, 7 p.m.?
Yeah, so when something happens to me,
Want to
Doc,
go on
and
date?
I get out of it, you can tell us up and go shout.
You want to
people
get married,
and fucking
Denzel?
shit.
Yeah. I'm going.
I don't think there's many cops around.
You're gonna get married? Yeah.
I'm off duty.
I'm actually busy tomorrow night.
Oh, no problem. That is all.
What are you
Judge
busy with
Honor.
tomorrow night?
We've got judges here today. You can get married now.
Yeah.
I'm actually busy. I'm busy now.
Can I marry Leonova and then take 50% of it?
I also have a
Bitch,
soft
she's
wedding
married.
contract.
That's not my problem.
Sorry, I had to do that.
At least they're getting a nice break from the gang war.
Look, Jake, Black Boy, come here.
Hopefully, when you come out of jail, you won't look so much like Sparky.
Is it? No way, you won't see my face.
What's your name?
I'm happy.
It's Tahim.
What are the call signs in the 100s? I still have no idea.
That's UPD.
Oh, okay.
That's Carmine's department.
Well, that's not mine. That's Jay. That's Jay.
Yeah, but you
Got it.
We all know it, bro. You're not lying to anyone.
Hello, Your Honor. My Honor.
Sorry.
How are you doing today?
What or how?
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I once worked as a bailiff here. I was wondering if I could have a job as a bailiff permanently.
I do not have that authority. You can be my bailiff until the courtroom is ceded back to Grayson.
Okay. Bailiff.
Is Anastasia a judge now?
No, she's
Throws
just
people in and keeps
she's
order
just
in
giving.
the courtroom.
Order! Go back to
Again,
your
you
seat.
get blood on the carpet, you pay for the cleaning.
You hear that? Don't
Grayson
bleed
put
on the
her in
carpet,
charge.
stupid.
But she did. She applied to be
Yeah,
a
but
judge.
you
Or
use
did
your
she run to be a
blood.
judge, and all 4 of them won the seats. Now they're just going through Senate approval.
It's your blood.
Come on, Grayson.
Yes, Patar, you may be dismissed. Thank you for your duty.
Yeah.
We went
Oh
over
my
everything,
God.
so
What?
I could have done like a huge closing statement and pointed out every single thing, but Grayson's smart.
Wow.
Good night, everyone.
What?
I will see you guys in
Well,
jail.
you're just supposed to.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Yeah, but she's suggesting that the PD did that. By the looks of it. That's bad press. We need to get ahead of that. Oh,
What is
God.
it?
What was the PD training? What?
It could be a could
Get chaos looking cute or something. I don't know.
What?
we don't even know for sure if the dog is hurt. I saw a dog yesterday play dead, and it looked pretty convincing.
Yeah, that dog could be asleep.
Yeah.
What?
Right? Right,
Probably.
guys? Sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, Doc, when we leave here, we're gonna need like an escort.
Jay Harper also has a warrant for a vault robbery.
Are we sending them from down here or Mission Row?
Oh, we'll be sending them from here.
Right.
We got
I
cells
think
in
they're
the
gonna
bar.
run. They might run.
You think?
They might do if they've got 6 people, eh?
I mean, especially given their current gang climate of being at war with Hydra, are they really going to be locked up for a few years? Probably not. They probably want to be at their fucking...
They'll all be accomplices to this drug trafficking.
Do I need to go clock on duty?
No, if you don't. No. We'll be fine. If they really want to try and fucking kidnap the assistant chief of police, then they'll get everybody else on him. So that's like
No
code
death
red
threats
as you
for
can get.
kidnapping?
Let me listen in.
No, Richard. Richard.
What?
Don't listen in.
Oh, I wasn't... No, I meant on the bloody radio.
Oh.
Dispatch 400, any actives?
I believe there's a chase on Channel 2. They're looking for 77s for Eugene Chase.
I am on Channel 2.
I think it's over. We have not been communicating, so.
Well, dispatch, can you get me 2, maybe 3 marked units over to the courthouse? There's about to be a verdict read with and there's about a dozen Mandem members here.
356.
Thank you. I'm gonna be off radio.
I can send my wife to sleep. Just one quick bonk on the head.
What the hell, Nova?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's consensual.
Lucky.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Knocks her right out. She sleeps like a baby all night.
I like how, respectfully, Nova and Alex, the judge said that Maya wasn't dressed properly, but then Alex can dress like she's going to a nightclub in Berlin and be
What are
absolutely
you
fine.
talking about? She looks great, Dark.
I'm not
Maya look-
arguing that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the badge fits perfectly.
I mean, it's a good place for Grayson to look.
And
I'm just saying. That's probably why he didn't say anything.
so you gotta be smart. No Grayson well enough.
Oh, never mind.
You're obviously looking at.
Hi, Jimbo.
Yeah, how's it going?
Look at them all like cockroaches.
Is that all of them over there?
Yeah.
What'd they do?
It's a drug trafficking case.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it probable? I was like, yes. I've dealt with it for a year and a half.
But Jay Harper does have a warrant. He's one of the suspects here. He does have a warrant. He's the one in the... He's got a grey suit and a boonie hat, but I don't see him anymore. Maybe he's gone.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, they were arguing.
But yeah, who knows what they're gonna do? I'm gonna get my nightstick ready either way.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, Jimbo.
I got you.
They just fled.
Or, you
So.
know,
Wait, Eugene was chasing me earlier and he had warrants? Or they new ones?
with no expectation of privacy because it's a public amenity parking lot.
You see, we don't do logic here, Remington. You're being too logical.
Yeah, you weren't here for the other case. That was something.
Oh Jesus.
Also, Dark, you could just say I look good. You know, you could just say that.
No, I'm married.
I'm married as well.
Richard, you can tell her platonically that she looks nice. You don't have to be like,
I
yo,
told you
baby, you look
you look
hot.
good in your suit.
Yeah, but I'm happily married.
Oh, DOC's now arrived.
Hi, boys.
What?
Hello.
He didn't say
Confirm I have
he
to.
suggested that we're not happily married.
I mean, if you're not Alexandra, I am recently single. You are more than welcome to come over. We can have some coffee.
All right, bitch, you will die.
What?
Nova.
They've been surprisingly well behaved. Oh. You'd be impressed.
All right, resume the position.
So, Gatsby, you're saying everyone was well behaved except Dark? He was naughty?
Dark's always naughty.
Oh.
Positions, come on.
For my husband?
You know.
You didn't want to say I look good.
More police here now. It's not as raps than boys.
Dark refused to say you look good.
Yes.
Dark, you look
Your
good
Honor,
too.
motion for contempt for Dark for lying in your cart room.
Oh my god.
Your Honor, he is under oath.
Audible
And
gasp.
Alex looks damn fine.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She was fucked from the start.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with a verdict. After much deliberation amongst the judges present, I have come to a conclusion. I see we have correctional officers at the doors. Thank you. That is appreciated.
Take him to jail.
Unneeded.
Mr. Harper, Mr. Jackson, if you would both stand.
Rest in peace to the boy.
I've lost my job.
You had a job.
What do you mean by that wasn't us, sir.
Somebody within the crowd behind us.
I just realized they both work for MDMR.
Okay. Look, we've gone through it all. And regardless of what the closing statement stated, Nova's impassioned pleas about you not defending yourselves is not necessary. I literally could not care less. It is on the prosecution and always has been and always will be that they must prove their charges beyond a reasonable doubt. It is not on you to defend yourself and prove yourself innocent. So that did not come into my deliberations whatsoever. Purely pandering to the crowd, I guess. Okay, Jay Harper. Looking at the charges you were levied with. On charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, you were found guilty. On the charge of reckless evading, you were found guilty. On the charge of resisting arrest, you were found guilty. Criminal possession of a firearm class 1, you were found guilty. Felony possession with intent to distribute, guilty. Possession of dirty money in the 2nd degree, guilty. Misdemeanor possession of controlled dangerous substance, guilty. Possession of contraband in the 3rd degree, guilty. Now, in relation to the charges you care about, the drug trafficking charges, you were charged 3 times drug trafficking. I am only going to find you guilty of 2 times drug trafficking. It was my assessment that the cocaine found was not enough to, escalate to a drug trafficking charge. And if they charged you with a possession amount, you probably would have been found guilty of the cocaine itself. But there is no understanding here from the court and from what we assessed evidence-wise that would be articulable as a drug trafficking charge in of itself. It's not like there were bricks of cocaine found, right? So, right, yes, 2 times. Kyrie Jackson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Guilty on all
Who's that
charges.
So
that's guilty of criminal possession of firearm class 1. The accomplice felony possession with intent to distribute, the drug trafficking, the misdemeanor possession of a controlled dangerous substance, obviously on meth.
What you put your
and
vest on
possession
for,
of
pussy?
contraband in the 3rd degree.